There are only a few habits that genuinely change a human being. And the best part is this: they work whether you're 19 or 99. Age doesn't protect you from stupidity, and it doesn't prevent you from improving either. I've always believed that the world rewards the tiny things you repeat every day, not the big promises you make once a year. And if you want a life that compounds in your favor, then these three habits will tilt the odds more than almost anything else. The first is something people underestimate because it sounds too simple. Go to sleep a little wiser than you woke up. That's it. 1% wiser every single night. What most people don't understand is that wisdom doesn't arrive in big, dramatic moments. It builds quietly. You collect a few insights from your day. You reflect on them. You notice your own mistakes. You observe the parts of yourself you're not proud of. And you pack all of that into your mind before you sleep. You don't need to become a genius. Just become a slightly better version of the person who woke up that morning. If you do that for years, the gap between you and everyone else becomes enormous. The world still doesn't grasp how powerful compounding is outside money. It works on your character too. Going to bed wiser is the cheapest, simplest habit with the highest return I've ever seen. The second habit is reading, but not the way most people do it. Most people read the same way they scroll on their phones, passively, mindlessly, and without any intention of changing. That's not reading. That's entertainment. Like, what I recommend is different. Sit down with a book and let it change your behavior. Read things that challenge you. Read things that insult your ego. Read things that make you uncomfortable. When you finish a chapter, ask one question: what am I going to do differently because of this? If the answer is nothing, then you didn't learn. You consumed. The world is full of educated people who never change their behavior, and that's why their lives stay exactly the same. Real reading is self-surgery. You open yourself up, find the weakness, and fix it. And the older you get, the more important this becomes because your habits calcify. A person who keeps learning at 70 will outperform someone who stopped learning at 30. And that leads to the third habit, which is the foundation of the other two. Remove a little bit of your own stupidity every day. Most people are obsessed with seeking brilliance, but I found brilliance unnecessary. Avoiding stupidity is far more reliable. Every day, notice one thing that makes your life worse: a reaction, an impulse, a bad habit, a person who drains you, a decision you keep repeating, and reduce it by 1%. 1% is small enough to do today and powerful enough to transform you over years. Life gets easier not because you get smarter, but because you stop repeating the same mistakes. And the beautiful thing about getting older is that you've had more time to accumulate errors, which means you also have more material to fix. This habit works at 20 and it works at 99. These three habits don't require talent. They don't require money. They don't require youth. They only require honesty. Go to sleep a little wiser. Read to change your behavior, and remove a bit of your own stupidity every day. If you do these three things consistently, age stops being a limitation and becomes an advantage. Because the older you are, the more compounded wisdom you carry, and the more powerful your life